Rural Americans deserve access to the best of what our nation has to offer, especially health care. Across every state and every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families healthy. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.
In the squadron, they called him Bullets, but we call him Greg Kelly. Greg Kelly is on the air on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Hey, we're back. What a treat. Sid Rosenberg is still hanging around the station. You should be getting ready for bed right about now.
I kind of am. I'm on my third meal of the day already, Greg. I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm about to push about 10 hours at this point.
That's amazing. You stayed up watching the speech and the post-speech stuff. I must say, I was definitely like kind of. I didn't watch the last half hour.
Oh, you didn't?
Come on. I mean, it's too much.
You didn't miss much. The last half hour, I think he awarded one more person. He did make a beautiful exit little speech about the last 4 minutes. We played it this morning. But it was a magnificent, magnificent speech. And what he did with the hockey team was great. I actually enjoyed the war veterans even more. Two guys around 100 years old that got their deserved credit. And the way he treated the Democrats last night. You know, it's funny. You go, the way Trump treated the Democrats. The truth is, the way they treated themselves. Everything that Trump gave them, they earned that last night by acting like a bunch of jerks.
Yeah, they were pathetic. How about that? I noticed, come on down. He had him come in. I realized later, I don't think they had room for everybody to sit. That's why they had to have these people come in.
They didn't. Now, I had a ticket, of course. I never got there because Amtrak, I saw you in the morning, Greg, yesterday. I was walking away. But Amtrak actually canceled my train. So Mike Lawler and Nicole Malliotakis, they had my extra ticket. They could have given it to one of these people who received an award last night.
You know what's one of the weird things about going to Washington? It's suddenly you realize, you get a sense that, okay, I'm a big shot, but not really. You're online, right? And the guy next to you could be, I don't know, the attorney general. You're just everybody's a bit of a schnook compared to the president.
100% true. Now, I did have my one chance where I felt like that, and that was the third night of Hanukkah, East Wing, White House, 400 people, Trump up on stage, and he called me up with him. It's just him and I. Yeah. And he's going on and on. Sid's got the number one show by far. So I had the chance to be that guy. For 3 minutes on a Hanukkah night 2 months ago, I was that guy.
But you got to leave with everybody else.
I know.
And then you got to get a cab. And it's like, my life.
And if I would have been there last night, odds are I never would have seen him because I'd be up in the gallery, up in the gallery, not downstairs in the chamber. I never would have seen the guy. So, they're all standing there, the Congress people, they shake his hand on the way out. He's very good like that. You know what I noticed the last couple of years? This selfie thing. There are people that are politicians inside the chamber
taking
selfies with the president. How weird is that?
The moment you ask for a selfie with the president or anybody else for that matter, well, not anybody else, but you kind of identify yourself as a bit of an amateur, you know what I mean? A bit of a
fangirl.
You want to be cool. And by the way, I have had the urge, can we get a selfie? But the moment you ask, you're telling the person that, hey, you're really not on my level here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
There was one guy last night, he was getting selfies with everybody. He got Trump, but it didn't matter. It could have been Doug Burgum. It could have been some guy you never heard of. This guy was grabbing selfies with everybody.
Well,
he was close. He was on the floor right by the Supreme Court justices.
Who did I hear say this the other day? Ben Sasse. You know about Ben Sasse, right?
Terrible.
He's the ex-Republican senator from Nebraska. And
I hated him. I hated the guy, but now I feel terrible.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I made fun of him and all kinds of things, but
he's dying.
And he's actually giving some very interesting, thoughtful interviews. He's got basically days left to live. And one thing he said about members of Congress, he said 95% of them just want to be TikTok stars.
That's it. 100%.
Just all about
He's
the
right.
TikTok and the feed.
Did you get him on your show on Newsmax?
No.
Oh.
I listened to a podcast that he did with some Reagan speechwriter, and I really, forget politics. This is a human being
it's terrible.
who is leaving the world, and what he has to say is very important.
Agreed.
And I think he's only 53 years old. So, in that really, they're all, most people in Congress are compromised. Did you know this, by the way? Compromised.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, well, according to Tim Burkett, they're sexually compromised.
Is that right?
Well, think about this. If you go into politics at a young age, most of them, like, what do we really think motivates a young person to get into politics?
I would think fame.
There you go. And those people are wired a little bit differently. Like, it's not about public service. It's about, so I must be, they want to hear their name. They want to see themselves in a poster. They want to see crowds. And if you want that along the way, you'll take it in small doses.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
You'll take it from a young girl. You'll take it from I don't mean young girl, but I mean, groupie women.
You don't mean Jeffrey Epstein. You mean
I don't mean that.
Right.
I mean, younger and but you're going to indulge that part of you, because you think you're entitled to it. Now, by the way, we all kind of want to. We all kind of struggle with this stuff, but I don't know. I never thought that at the age of 25 I was ready to go into politics. I just did not. I didn't know enough. I didn't experience enough life. And these guys like Kinzinger is an absolute head case.
Yes.
He's been in politics since he was 21.
I know. I don't get it either. When I was 25, I wanted to go to the Mets game. I wanted to go to the Giants game. I wanted to go clubbing. I wanted to hang out with young girls and do cocaine.
Well,
that's all I wanted to do.
Except for the cocaine. It sounds very reminiscent. Sounds like last week. No, I know. And also, or maybe, Sid, you wanted to get good at something, figure something out, make some money, learn.
Yeah.
These people don't want to learn. They want to be important.
Well, I think President Trump has, I feel badly saying this because I love him like you do, but I think he's ruined a whole generation because everybody wants to be this guy. And I got news for all of you people out there. You can't be. There's only one Donald J. Trump. There will only be one Donald J. Trump. He really is an amazing man. You could make the argument he may be the most influential man, maybe in history. I know that sounds crazy, but you could make that argument today. So if you want to be Donald J. Trump, slow down. It's not going to happen.
Or I would actually say this. He is worthy of emulation, but you really have to study him to know what you're emulating. He didn't take any shortcuts, right? No. This guy, he knows something. He knows how to develop. He knows how to make buildings. He knows how to buy low and sell high. This is a lifetime of learning that we are now benefiting from, I believe. So he's not a flash in the pan.
No,
know what I mean?
No, he's not. But on the flip side, that does beg the question. He knows so much. You're right. He's not a flash in the pan. You're right. And he's a business savvy, political now guy. Mamdani, on the other hand, who referred to what happened in the park as your average snowball fight, this guy knows nothing about nothing, and yet he's in charge of the most important city in the world.
And not only not knowing, his judgment's terrible. To look at that. Can I hear that snowball fight again? I mean, this was a snowball fight. This is a damn near riot. It's a riot. Those poor cops. It's 1,001, Sid. That's not a snowball fight. And this is, not only does he not know anything, his judgment is terrible.
Terrible. They put a cop in the hospital. I mean, the police should be coming out. Jessica Tisch, I like her. She should come out and say something. I know she wants to keep her job. She
put a lame tweet. Yeah. And Sid, I urge you to, I understand. I've fallen for this myself. I think she's rotten at her job. She's in way over her head. I heard this too. She actually thought about doing what you and I did. We supported Cuomo. And she thought about it. She came close to doing it, but she wouldn't do it in the end. Why? Because it was better for her politically somehow. Because this person wants to be mayor. That's her guiding light.
Well, the two of them want to be mayor right now. She does, and so does the Speaker of the City Council, badly, Julie Menon. Both are going to run. Both want that. Two very influential women. We'll see who gets an nod.
So I don't think she's doing right by the city. She never should have gone to work for this guy. She never should have gone to work for Adams, but blinded by ambition, and that's what we got. And
you know what's funny about this? So I find it so fascinating because your dad loves her, Now, you're your own man. You're not Ray Kelly's son. You're Greg Kelly. You're a tremendous guy. But it's funny how one member of your family loves her and you don't love her.
I have not spoken to my dad about this matter. See,
I have.
there are a lot of things that I talk about that I actually, but I don't know. And that's up to, I've not heard that. I have not heard what you said.
That he loves her?
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, he was so high on her. You think love's a strong word?
It's definitely a strong word.
Really?
I mean, I've never heard love. He loves me.
No,
he loves my mom.
Right, of course.
Look, you need a commissioner. Look, in my opinion, you need a commissioner who knows how to make an arrest.
All right.
Who knows a little bit about what, and doesn't go to work. Think about this. 3 anti-cop mayors in a row, right?
Yeah.
Mondami, de Blasio, Adams. Adams ran against the police department his entire life.
100%.
And at the last moment, hey, man, I love the cops. Just terrible. All right. Well, Sid, it's great seeing you, man. I hope you get some sleep and you keep succeeding at the highest levels.
I always have fun with you. You're terrific. You're great. Thank you so much.
To be continued, my friend, and we'll be right back.
Rural Americans deserve access to the best our nation has to offer, especially when it comes to health care. Across every state and every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families' health. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.